Racism. Yeah, we're doing this right now. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. Racism is a word you definitely understand the meaning of. Whether your parents, teacher, or the internet taught you, you know what racism is. You didn't need that definition at the start. There's no possible way you could, say, conflate actions that, by definition, are not a simplification of the word. That would be completely ridiculous, right? There's a huge problem on the internet. I would say society, but, that has caused irreversible damage to the careers of those who are affected by it. And that problem, or rather problems, are herd behavior and generalization. And a great example of these two concepts in effect is none other than Spider-Man Lotus' Spider-Man fan film, directed by Gavin J. Knopf, that began production in June of 2021 and set to release on August 10th of this year, 2023. The fan film was set to feature Spider-Man grieving with the recent death of his girlfriend, Gwen Stacy, by the hands of the Green Goblin, based on the Night Gwen Stacy Died comic arc. This film also takes inspiration from The Kid Who Collects Spider-Man story, from which all the synopses that have been confirmed will likely be Peter's motivation to keep being Spider-Man, along with Mary Jane, of course. Personally, I'm pretty excited for this fan film. It's not often you see live-action comic book movies with a substantial amount of source material accuracy. In the June of 2022, messages between Gavin Knopf, Gordon Wayne, Peter Parker / Spider-Man actor, and John Salandria, Green Goblin, were leaked, in which they used quote-unquote racist and ableist slurs. After the leak, Twitter being Twitter, labeled Gavin, Warden, Salandria, and the film racist, leading to the movie being delayed, as many VFX artists and other members of the production resigned. On June 18, 2022, Gordon Wayne posted an apology on Twitter, disavowing his actions, claiming that he was influenced by others to act the way he did. On September 3, 2022, Knopf posted an apology to YouTube. Unlike Wayne, Knopf owned to his actions and accepted that the things he said came solely from him, instead of passing blame. I really like this apology, despite the things he's apologizing for are things that he really didn't need to. Which leads into the next section about when the messages were leaked between the crew, many people made assumptions on their character, claiming they were evil, racist bigots based on screenshots of them being edgy. Absolutely nothing in the leaked DM showed any amount of racism or any type of foul behavior coming from Knopf, Wayne, or Salandria. Yet, the crowd went wild when they found out white men were saying the N-word in private group chats. There's a huge difference between saying things as part of jokes, because that's what these were, jokes, and being a genuine racist, but apparently not to these people. Given that if you said the words you're not supposed to, like really, retard, or nigga, you're automatically the scum of the earth, need to be locked up underneath the prison, and you're on the same level as Hitler, Stalin, and 1700 Southern North Americans. Still not convinced? Let me show you just how tame these messages are. Still haven't seen Aquaman because it's made by a dog eater. Honestly, I wouldn't blame him. The DCU's track record is pretty bad, so that movie is probably bad. I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't really know, but honestly, it's fair to assume that movie is pretty shit because, the DCU is kind of shit. Shut up, Gavin fuckwad. And then something about the presumed leaker or someone else in the group chat. No additional context is given, so I'm not even sure what was included because there's nothing here. Although nigga looks like he bombed shit for fun. In this particular video I'm getting a screenshot from, there's again no context given, but regardless, there's nothing remotely racist in this comment, so. I commented, y'all ever make good and funny memes just to focus on blurred vision niggas, and he got mad. Again, there's nothing racist about this comment. The only problem I have with this comment is the statement he made within the comment. Of course, people are going to get mad if you say that as a white guy on the internet, assuming that's what even happened, because there's no additional context given, so. Nigga was mean as hell, always saying saying he had bitches. I continue to fail to see the racism in these comments. In this particular screenshot, he's even quoting someone that he's quoting someone that said something else to him. So there's an even less substantial argument that Wayne's racist. It baffles me that these are the kind of comments people are getting called racist for. That's the problem with generalization, which is what these Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit retards are doing. What happens if someone does something good and you call that racist? What about something smaller? Is that racist too? What about something even smaller? See how this is a problem? Where does the line drawn? If someone makes a joke about a specific racial group, other than white people because hypocrisy, blah blah blah, are they now racist? I generally believe that some of these freaks actually believe that, which is just awful. But why do they believe this? There's no way people claiming that the crew on Spider-Man Lotus are racist actually thought about it. Otherwise, they'd see how stupid this all is. Well, during this whole situation, I think a lot of people were caught in the trap of... I think a huge part of this whole situation was people who didn't really critically think about what was happening to make their own judgments about it. Most people just saw the racist Spider-Man movie videos and just accepted that these opinions are fact. Since the main people with these perspectives are leftists who hold the majority position on the internet right now. I would like to say that the people with these opinions are children, but you really never know at this point. There's this guy called Film Cooper. He talks about films, and on off days, Andrew Tate, Amish people, and 5-minute craps. Okay. On July 1st, 2022, he made a video called The New Racist Spider-Man Movie. Obviously, his opinion is that the crew are racist. And you can just tell by his comment section. Like, there's just no way that these starfuckers actually thought about it. Like, logically. Because if they did, like, they wouldn't be saying anything at all if they critically thought about what the information that they were given, if they critically thought about it, right? Like, it's just infuriating that all they had to do was think. It's infuriating that all they had to do was think about what was being said, and they couldn't even do that. One part of the situation that really has been talked about is that even if what these people were saying was really not okay to say, even if they were terrible people for doing so, people can grow. What they were saying weren't directly affecting anyone, therefore there are no victims. Those who were making a huge deal of a couple guys who like Spider-Man saying words they don't like don't really have a reason to be mad. If saying the N-word privately was a crime and completely evil, that doesn't mean that that's who they are. They could redeem themselves, which is the saddest part. Even using these weirdos' terrible logic, there's still a way for them to not be totally evil people. Point being, the only reason Spider-Man Lotus and Ganop, Salandria, and Wayne are called and labeled racist is because it's the opinion of a couple of breadtubers with large audiences of sheep who generalize actions and are easily susceptible to herd behavior. I've been Lohan, and there's all your evidence. Now take it home and fuck with it.